morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
I like the Alaskan pipeline.
I do.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that huck and spit on that thing. You get me?
Oh, that sounds so good.
Listen up. The ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the second day of August, 2024. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Hockey. Here we are on Friday. We've made it. We've got another big edition of the Initials Tourney going on today, and a lot more. Plus, a recap of the first NFL game of the season. Football season is officially here. Here's some comedy from our friend Nick Swartzen about being in his 40s. He's got a new special called Make Joke from Face on YouTube right now. Go check it out. Nick Swartzen, some comedy on a Friday morning on the Power Trip Morning Show. Thanks for listening. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, your 40s are weird. A lot of people are like, dude, you're 40? How do you deal with that? And I'm like, here's what you do. You hang out with the elderly. My entourage, my grandma and her friends, yeah, they're in their 90s, dude. You don't feel old around them. Like when I turned 40, I had a panic attack. I was like, oh my God, can't believe it, I'm 40. Around them, they're like, what? You're just a child. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still a child. But I feel bad for them because they don't have that in their life. Like when they turn 90, they don't have anybody making them feel better. They don't have a 150-year-old friend like,
you hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Ballish to me, but...
It is Friday, August 2nd of 2024. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. My name's Corey Cove. That's Chris Hockey. That's Paul Meat Sauce Lambert. Zach Halverson is here. It's Friday, so John Creasel is here. He's squaring off at 8:15 in quarterfinal number 4 of the 2024 Initials Invitation. A lot of pressure on Johnny K. He's had a dominant year. We'll see if he can continue that at 8:15. Good morning, gentlemen. John Creasel, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Fantastic.
Good. Happy to be here.
Feeling confident?
Always.
Oh, God, yes.
I always wake up with a pep in my crippled step.
Christopher and Sauce, did either of you hear the Common Man Dan Cole's program yesterday?
Not even a second. I'm so sorry. I was napping.
I was told about it.
I called in about it. Yeah. I called in about something, but maybe
I didn't hear that part. What I heard was Rosie was recapping the prank from a couple of days ago, the Canton prank.
Oh, and he downplayed the hell out of it.
And Rosie said he didn't quite understand it because he was on vacation last week, so he wasn't really here for the lead up, so he didn't quite understand why the joke was on him.
Huh. He's touched.
Paul, your hands up.
For the 48th time, the joke was on him because he kept buying into that we were actually going and we couldn't let it go.
Yeah.
And he kept talking about it.
Off the air, he couldn't believe it. On the air, he was like, yeah, they're going to Canton. If he had even remotely showed skepticism 2 or 3 weeks ago, we wouldn't have even done the bid, right? It wasn't worth it. But it was because he kept leaning into it. So it doesn't matter if you go to Toronto,
right,
communist Toronto, for 5 days. He was trying to say, I was on vacation. I don't really understand the prank. I came back and they said they were in Canton.
See, I remember me telling you guys my biggest concern about the entire thing is that we'd walk in the studio and Rosie'd go, oh, hi, oh, yeah, good. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what he's doing now. He's like, yeah, no big deal. But
Well,
he was great at the time. It worked out great.
He's doing both. He's saying he saw it coming because he told everybody afterwards. I kind of knew. I told Karin that morning that something felt off. Well, how come your radar wasn't up the whole month leading up to it? That's why we kept going. Because you didn't show any sign of skepticism. So he tried to claim that he saw it coming, but then he also was claiming, I don't quite see what the prank is. I was on vacation.
You know what this means? We get him with a real prank.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah.
We slap that ass.
Yeah.
You can't say you saw it coming and say you don't get it at the same time.
Yeah, we're talking getting the law involved.
Now,
I mean,
we're talking. What did you call in about? Something completely different?
no,
Or was it on this topic?
I was just ripping him because we just ran a bit on him that he gave away all the results for the Olympics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which we need to get golf up there. I've got it on.
We got Olympic golf?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
channel?
here.
11?
You got some money on it?
Peacock. Oh, it's a Golf Channel actually
Channel,
has it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get some money on it?
I don't
Maybe you know what
because
channel
I
Golf
was
Channel is?
too damn busy
it's in
yesterday, and then I was
the
pissed when I
60s
saw.
or
I think it's
70s.
861.
I love
There it
golf.
is.
I love watching golf. I love playing golf. But having money on golf is the greatest thing. Every shot, you're like,
Yeah,
come on,
correct.
let's see a nice solid swing.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's the best.
Yep. Even my daughter will be like, who we cheering for? And she has, when it's like, who do you want to win? Or who are we cheering for? She knows that's when daddy has some grease on it.
Let's go.
Who are we cheering
Who
for?
are we cheering for?
Well, your college fund is cheering for Xander.
Correct.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's your update. Rosie somehow saw it coming and didn't quite get the bit. That's your latest update.
Yeah, that's Rosa for you. I love him.
How long till we see videos of Mark Rosen falling upstairs on the way to an airplane? Anytime soon, do you think?
Feels like that already happened.
He doesn't walk stairs.
No.
Yeah.
Carry that someday.
Who's leading this thing, by the way? I haven't paid attention to it at all.
Hideki Matsuyama right now. By one stroke when I got up here. So
That's hot.
we'll see.
Dumb
Super
question,
hot.
but do they go 4 days? How many days do they go?
They do, but I think
really?
it's stroke play then match play. I believe. I'm not 100% sure.
Do you believe?
So two separate events?
I think so.
So is then today the end of the first event?
So let me see here.
Hold on.
We do, because this is important, so we should look it up. On air production meeting.
Let's see if Rory just shanks this one.
Roy McIlroy
Well,
from the third.
I don't think it's match play because Marty Fish, who would know, the former tennis pro, he said golf in the Olympics should be match play.
Oh, okay. So it is stroke play the whole time.
No, I'm
they
with him.
should.
It should be
They
match
should
play.
have match play.
That'd be so much more fun.
Yeah.
The Ryder Cup for medals.
Yeah. Correct.
and
That would
it's-
be sweet.
And it's a win or die.
So then it would be 4
Yeah.
days because it started yesterday. Olympic golf.
Yeah, the losers have to swim in that poop river right down
how
the
about
center
that?
of Paris.
Yeah, they keep having to move. And remember when we ripped on Rio?
Oh, yeah.
I would tell people, go swim in Rio. And
Yeah, that
now,
sounds like something you would say.
go swim in Paris.
Rio.
That's a great one. Because you got to think about that one. Did he just rip me off or was he sending me on vacation?
Right.
Go swim in
What the hell
Rio.
is going on?
Yep, it looks like. Damn it. All these cookies.
Well, you're doing that. Chris, our gal from St. Cloud, dominated yesterday.
Did she really?
Elise Willoughby.
Oh,
I
that's
believe
good.
she won 3 heats, all of her heats. So she is she cruised on into the old semifinals and finals, hopefully, today. So she's going for gold today.
That's
Good
awesome.
luck to
Yeah,
Elise
man.
Willoughby of St. Cloud.
It is men stroke play until Sunday's the
done
last
before.
day. And then women individual stroke play goes
There's a
through
place in Duluth you can do that.
Tuesday. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Get a little massage too while you're at it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Work out the knots.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There was like,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I drove by there when I was in Duluth the other
Oh,
day,
yeah.
last time.
Yeah.
It, you drive by there and you look at it, as a man behind the wheel, and everybody coming out of the shop looks at you like,
Dude, is there a camera in that vehicle? Am I
yeah,
being
exactly.
like-
Is that a police officer?
I stumbled upon it
Oh, I sure you did. Yeah.
when I was up at her grandma's, and I was like, oh, there it is.
Oh, whoops.
There it is.
There
hey,
was-
look at here.
I was just trying to get a coffee.
I-
I guess I'll take one of these.
This isn't Canal Park.
Why
It's
am
on
I
the way. Just take this. Never
Yeah,
mind.
why don't you park in my canal?
There was a place in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where Camp Shelby is where the Red Bulls trained up. before going to Iraq on the big deployment we were on, where everyone got extended, and there was a place in the strip mall. And when we had off time, we would go to there weren't many choices, either Chili's or O'Charlie's, and it was in the same parking lot. And you would see it looked like ants going into an anthill, and it was just uniformed soldiers just in and out of that place nonstop. And then I checked up on it a few years back. I looked online. There's news stories about a raid.
Oh, no.
And it's funny, the news stories, because the dudes come out of there like covering their face. And I think there's one guy that basically is like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Show my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got an extra pep in my...
Yeah.
He was on the way out. Yeah. So he was happy.
Sure. And he's not going to do the Zach thing. Oh, I stumbled into that one. I didn't know where I was. I didn't stumble into it. No, you walked directly into it.
In fact, he went and addressed the press. Listen, I'm getting ready to go over a place where I could get shot and killed. If I would to get stroked, I'm going.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I want to go over there, relax.
Yeah, that's right. You want me going over there with crazy eyes?
Yeah.
Right.
You want me to get the poison out?
Going into combat tense, not good.
No. Come on now.
One of those really quick introductory press conference moments where they just go, yeah, good day. Everything went pretty much how I wanted it to go. Feeling really good, so I'll take questions.
Yeah. We had everything was working great. Had the rubbers on the car looked great. really put her elbow into it. It was great.
There was a couple of the younger dudes and most of the guys that went were single, so that's good. Couple of them were underage.
Sure.
And when the gals found out, they like set them in the break room and gave them snacks and had them watch shows like they were kids.
Oh.
And the one guy,
the double embarrassment.
The one guy's like, I need this, please. And they were like, you're too young. You're too young.
I need this.
I need this, please.
No, you're going to watch Bluey while we're blowy.
Correct.
Have your, what were those called? Shark Tales?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Shark Tales were so good.
The gummies.
Shark Bites, weren't they?
Shark Bites, thank you.
Yeah.
See, I knew I was questioning myself. Yeah, Shark Bites.
Yeah, great.
The silver sharks. Those things were awesome, man.
Yeah.
I miss those. Do they still have those? Is that what you're Googling?
Yeah.
Oh.
Johnny K. So today at 8:15, you are the number 2 seed. Your competitors will be Carly Zucker, Brian Oak, Audra Martin, back after a year in purgatory because she got shut out a couple years ago, and Matt Minster, formerly of HGTV, right? He was on Bath Crashers. We love that dude.
Love that show, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great show, great dude.
He's a great dude, yeah.
Who is your biggest threat at 8:15? Because I would argue it's yourself.
Well, I mean, I'm always battling against myself.
Amen,
but,
brother. Amen.
I take everyone serious, man. Two upsets.
2 upsets so far. Tatum put on an absolute show. Tommy that was one of the better moments in Initials game history. How excited he was about winning.
Yeah. That was precious.
And Do Young Parks and Machine.
Both of those two were surprised, and it was legit. Like Tatum after the show, because we had to stay on with her for a while when they got hooked up down at TCO. She had no idea that was going to happen. It was like Will Ferrell when he wakes up after saying all those math things during school.
Yeah.
She had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
She was excellent. And she shouldn't be surprised. The guesses were solid. They didn't feel fluky at all.
No flukiness to
that. Aurora Borealis. She knew that.
And she knew, and she had the Disney Cup. So, I mean,
unbelievable.
She gets it. But that's how it has. You have to have a couple things go your way, but it's tough to win by accident.
Yeah, but we've talked about this with you, though, Creases. You don't miss. That's what makes you so good. You're like AJ. When you guys ring in, you have it. You don't miss. I swing and miss all the time. You don't miss.
Biggest miss of all time. That was a Miguel Sano miss.
He still won, yeah.
Crease has he doesn't have much panic to him.
No, correct. You've seen
been
worse
through some things.
Yeah. You've seen me whine and complain in Las Vegas. You've been through a lot.
Well, so Do Young Park, though, was in machine mode, right? The only time he showed any emotion, really, was when he tied the record at the end. But he was just, I'm here to slay and take names. Tommy, I did it! I did it! And he's hugging hockey, right? Like, he couldn't believe it. He listened to the podcast 1,000 times. It made his entire weekend. He still can't believe it. He's riding that high. I thought Tatum for a second was going to cry when she won, right? Because she seemed so shocked at herself. Yeah. It looked like she was almost getting emotional. Like, did that really just happen?
Yeah.
So we have 3 games in the rearview mirror that have all been awesome. So, John, keep that streak going.
I'm going to try my best.
Let's either get some drama or some emotion. Let's do something today because we're 3 for 3. All 3 have been fun. That's at 8:15. Plus $70,500.
U.S.
Still up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
The Power Hour begins at 8 a.m. You can watch it at KFAN.com/watch. It's powered by Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Hey, Lyco. Any reason I shouldn't just spend $300 less and get an Ultra 1 over an Ultra 2? Because all I really need it for is the extra battery life. I don't really care about all the
you're talking
extra
Apple
stuff.
Watches?
Yeah.
I don't think so. In fact, I mean, Ultra's probably already, the first one's already an overkill
Okay.
for you, other than the battery.
Other than the battery, right. See, that's how I feel, too, because my watch that I have now is I think it's a 5. And, like, the battery's not even lasting 10 hours anymore. And so halfway through the day, it's dead.
My mom was complaining about that last night with hers. It's like...
Yeah.
I get Tim's hand-me-downs. He's a big Apple Watch guy, so he just gives me... He's at every one. But on Fridays, the one that he gave me, and it works great, Fridays is the only day that the battery dies. So at some point, I'm going to have to upgrade. But he said the one you said, the basic of
Ultra,
those, is plenty.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do then. Yeah, because it's literally like $300 less to go with the Series 1 than the Series 2.
The only reason he got the big upgrade one is because he uses it also for golf. And then the GPS part can drain the battery more. But the battery life is good. If you're not doing something GPS related with it,
not at all.
then you shouldn't do that.
And if you don't have your phone with you at all times, right? If you're just tracking things like steps or fitness and you don't realize your watch has died and you have been walking or doing something for a couple of hours and you realize, well, there goes all those stats because I don't have my phone with me. You're like, well, what a waste of a day.
Never happened.
So the reason I have this stupid watch.
I know, it does. It feels like you wasted the whole day.
There's this bit I saw. I forget. I think it's his last name's Dye.
I saw you tweeted the Apple Watch applauding you.
Yeah,
that was a great bit.
Where it's like, great job, you stood up. Which is great at work, though. My watch at work, I have a desk job. It'll be like, get up, you lazy bastard, which I have to quite a bit, but sometimes I have like a long period at the desk. It's like, get up, take a walk. All right, got it.
Yeah, and then that little circle thing, right? Whatever that circle challenge is called, it goes, you did it! You stood for 6 hours today. It's like, I've been up all day and I've only stood up 6 times. Or the thing that gets me every time is my watch will vibrate and I'll look down and go like, oh, who's texting me? And then it'll be like 10 minutes before the hour and it'll go, you probably should move this hour. And I'm like, oh, man, have I really been sitting here for 50 minutes?
Don't tell me what to
do. It reminds you, hour's almost over, buddy. Might want to stand up and move a bit.
I get it.
I've had multiple times at the sports book when we do our sports betting trip in Circa, and I'm sitting there watching it. Just heaven. Truly, that is pinnacle right there. Besides, daughter being born, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well,
but it's close.
Besides all that stuff,
1A, 1B.
it's damn close.
It's close.
And my watch will be like, basically, are you okay? It will give the heartbeat or heart rate warning, like, take a deep breath, chill out. And I'm like, don't tell me how to live my life. I'm sweating this 4-leg parlay.
And think about that's going to only get worse, right? As the tech gets better and better and better and better. And the ability to scan way more than just things like your pulse. It's going to be unbelievable what these watches and the technology can do for health down the road. Can you imagine, like 10 years from now, what our smart devices are going to be able to tell us about our health on a minute-by-minute basis? It's going to be degrading.
Mine's going to be like, you need to beat it before you leave the house.
Yeah.
You are a danger to society.
The bag's getting a little full.
Oh, brilliant.
So what if you're watching a decade just goes, it looks like you died 3 years ago. Please do something.
We told that story 100 times. My Apple, when I wore one, I've never really gotten into one. Plus, I don't want to know how lazy I am, and I don't want to watch to remind me that.
We'll tell you that.
I hit my record of steps walking halfway around Target Field.
Hang on. There's a better part to that story, though. You broke the record walking around Target Field doing what?
Eating.
That was it. Was the
That's
twins?
right.
It was the twins.
It was
like
AJ
welcome to the twins season. Here's all the new foods event where you can come down and try so the most you had ever walked. Was just to walk around Target Field and eat as much as possible.
Correct. You are correct. Yeah.
And I think your watch said something like, Who dis?
Yeah, basically like
it's me.
It got
did you hear next year the Pullheads are going to start charging for the media to eat at that?
I wouldn't be shocked if they did.
Yeah, I got to watch. I got an alert saying that Sauce's watch had been stolen.
Yeah, there's more
Can't
steps
be.
in than normal.
Yeah, what's happening here?
Katie Ledecky has her watch.
Brilliant.
Hey, did you see that, by the way? The Katie Ledecky, when she was a baby, eating popcorn while Michael Jordan was playing peekaboo with her?
In a suite, yeah.
Barrero.
It's the craziest thing.
Yeah, you retweeted
She's a
that.
little tiny baby, and she's eating popcorn, and Michael Jordan's messing with her from behind, playing peekaboo with her. She has nothing. She wants nothing to do with it. And that's Katie Ledecky and
goat.
Michael Jordan.
The goat and the goat.
And
That's
she's a
freaking
little
awesome.
baby.
Yeah, no idea, right?
Crazy.
Not quite on that level, but when I got to do the flag raising at the Winter Classic,
Yeah.
we're in a suite, and Herbeck, great guy.
dude.
He was hanging out with Chloe, and he was asking about Paw Patrol because she was watching it and she has no idea. We have a photo of it, and someday we're going to be like, listen, this is a Twins legend here. That's not Michael Jordan.
Herbeck's the best.
Herbeck is the freaking best.
He's so much fun.
That is cool.
We got to get him to play. I talked to him about it.
Yeah.
He's a busy guy.
I talked to him about it too at TI last year. And name dropped you and made the connection. And he's like, yeah, I know. And he sounded like he wanted to play at some point.
Yes.
That'd be fun.
It sounds like a good idea,
Man,
he's awesome. He's got such good stories.
Oh, he's the best, man.
About the last time the Twins did something.
Yeah, I love Ken Herbeck.
Yeah, that was the age for a handful of us where he seemed like a cartoon character, right? He was a superhero.
He was a god to us kids,
And still
didn't seem attainable to be what Ken Herbeck is. Right now you realize, all right, you just got to be a good athlete and work your ass off, and a lot of people get there. When you're 7 or 11, pretty hard to wrap that around your old skull.
Yeah.
So, I love those two teams, but I didn't understand how rare it was going to be. I didn't know that was going to be the last major men's title in this town.
We didn't appreciate it because we were young.
Too young.
McCarthy might get us a title.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Zach?
I'm just happy you guys are all finally catching on.
There goes his eye watch.
The greatness.
Yeah, I just want to watch
Zach, your heartbeats.
Relax, Zach, please.
Calm down. Jeez.
Remember when AJ's went off and he had to go to call 911?
Yeah.
Because he was so damn stressed he didn't realize it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 The watch was like, we've already called the coroner.
Yeah.
Wasn't that at U.S. Bank Stadium?
No,
Yes.
was it?
Yeah.
I feel like it was at the Vikings game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean,
that's what mine is done at Circa. It seriously is like, hey, are you okay?
Serious? Really?
Yes, I'm not kidding.
We get into it.
We get into
We
it.
yell.
Yeah. But it's fun.
Yeah.
That is fun. That's really, truly, I'm blessed. That's truly the only stress in my life, really, is that stupid stuff like that. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme.
It doesn't
It's just
matter.
a group of strays that just get wild
That's
together.
putting it lightly.
I do want to watch that gives me positive motivation and reinforcement and not just health updates. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
To have a her situation, like a Scarlett Johansson situation.
Yeah, that'd be cool now.
I've never seen
I haven't either.
I haven't either, but I like the idea of it.
Oh, yeah. You're into that.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. You're going to need to
Easy.
take care of some business.
Easy.
I just needed to whisper in my ear. I don't even really need it to do anything.
Yeah.
For me.
That's all you need is a nice whisper. Yeah.
Hey, touch it. That thing looks perfect. Oh,
You,
thank you, Scarlett Johansson.
Play with that thing. Did you get your AirPods yet?
I did. I love them.
Okay, good.
Freaking love them.
You've never had those before?
I've never had them before.
Yeah,
They're
AirPods
a game
are the
changer
best.
on flights, too.
Dude, I'll tell you, I can't believe it. How if you look in one direction, everything
spatial
about them
phenomenal.
Are great. Yeah,
See,
man.
I actually hate AirPods on flights.
dude.
I go just like it. Just I don't know. I can't hear as well. I got to go full on Beat headphones on flights. Every other time I have AirPods.
See, the only reason to do that in my mind, because I don't know, and I suppose that your ear has to be a certain shape to it doesn't fit perfectly for everyone, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But the over the ear ones are best to avoid random conversations.
That
when
didn't
you're
help
just
me.
trying to
That
watch.
didn't help me. I told that story coming
I
back
heard
from
that
Vegas.
story.
I had the Beats headphones on, and the TV. My phone was in front of me.
Yeah.
And she still was like, "How was your movie? It's not over, you dumb
And I
Beat."
feel a little bad because of the nervousness of it. There are some people that I had a lady once say, and it was flying into Palm Springs too, which is a dicey, turbulent flight every time. She was like, just to let you know I'm a nervous flyer. I was like, oh, great.
Oh,
and she's like, I might grab your leg. And I was like, okay, grab this one. Then I pointed out, and she's like, oh, my God.
Yeah, that you threw up.
And
I
then,
might grab your leg.
But she was chatty, and I finally was like, ma'am, I'm watching this show, though. I'm sorry. And then she left me alone.
See, that's cool. I would never do that.
I wouldn't either.
It's so cool.
No,
man.
yeah.
I'm not trying to be a jerk.
No,
I just want to be
that's
honest.
the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. I can't do that kind of
But
thing.
you assume, like I did.
I'll just bitch about it for a year.
When I kept kind of half lifting my headphone off of my ear, like, what now? That should be the social cue. I'm still engaged in the show.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You watch the news every day. A lot of people don't understand.
Oblivious. Absolutely oblivious. Paul, your hand was up.
The lady that was sitting next to Chris on the way to Palm Springs, Woodhawk.
Well, yeah, she'll touch leg.
Well, that
I don't think you would have.
And the one that was sitting beside you too. You know what?
I know
it's hard
you,
to talk
well,
with.
Yeah.
There's a couple reasons that was a yes for you.
Hey, I want to. Oh, really?
Not those reasons.
Not
Please stop me right in my tracks. It is National Ice Cream Sandwich Day today.
Oh,
and
man.
please, somebody out there, bring us some damn ice cream
Thelma's,
sandwiches.
man.
Yeah, Thelma's would be great.
The best.
Honey and Mackey's probably makes them, right?
Yeah, they're great there too.
Good question. I think they do.
Yeah.
Whoever, I don't care. Bring me some ice cream sandwiches. I read that it was Ice Cream Sandwich Day this morning. I'm like, well, son of a bitch.
7th Avenue Pizza might have a Thelma's connection. Matt might show up.
Oh,
here.
dude, I will do commercials. They can make. I'll do it just for trade. I love those sons of bitches, man. God, they're so good.
Yeah. Thelma's is absolutely elite.
We should do a long form podcast about ice cream sandwiches.
People would listen to that, right?
Yeah,
I would.
Hey, how could I do a podcast?
Oh my God.
Why do I do it? Why do I love it?
I mean,
why? I don't know why I'm like this. You know what? Here's my favorite new song.
Ballish to me.
That's a great title.
Yeah.
You know, like for the first handful of decades of the fan, when there was an inside joke, you had to be like, I wonder what those guys are talking about. Now, if you think we did an inside joke and you're not sure, 99.9% of the time we are making fun of Mark Rosen. Just assume I don't get that bit, but they got to be Mike. Yeah, we're making fun of Mark. 99.9%.
People are catching on because they did have a couple of conversations at Rube Party, and they're like, "Is that about?" Yep,
that's Rosie too.
You got it.
90% chances.
Jeez. Front page sports after this. John Creasel is here. Initials quarter final number 4 at 8:15. This is the Power Trip Morning Show.
The Fan. Ballish to me, but
All right.
All right, lots to get to.
Let's get her done, shall we? Front page sports.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, you can hydrate at Holiday. Buy 2, get 1 free when it comes to 28-ounce Gatorades. Mix and match any flavors you want at Holiday, and they have an exclusive Lightning Blast flavor. Limited time at Holiday. Buy 2, get 1 free. Gatorades.
Can't afford not to.
Yeah, go to Holiday this morning.
Gatorade Zeros are key, especially today.
That's the way I go to.
Toasty. I'm not a big sugar guy.
Why? Because you got too much in you?
I got too much sugar in these britches.
Yeah.
You lost your britches.
I did.
Get those Bavarian pretzels at Holiday.
I can't stop. I love them so much.
They're so good.
I eat them when I'm not hungry.
Yeah, I can tell I do that a lot as well. I went the other day and I watched somebody take the last one from the...
Did you cry?
And one tear rolled down your cheek.
Was it pride or sadness?
Both.
You did good.
Well, then just buy some lottery tickets or some energy drinks and go
I
home.
got my
You made the right
Diet
choice.
Coke, my Polar Pop.
Dude, they're the best ice in the world. I just love it. Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Well, let's start with this. A federal judge overturned the $4.7 billion verdict that the Sunday ticket subscribers had against the NFL. Now, if you're saying 4.7, I thought it was more than that. Well, it ended up being 14.1 because damages can be tripled under federal antitrust laws. But that's been thrown out. A judge basically said no. So it looked like the NFL was going to have to shell out a whole bunch of money to everybody that had direct TV Sunday ticket. And now it looks like it's the exact opposite. I'm sure there's more appeals and this and that. I don't understand
they're
how
going
the
to
legal...
appeal it again.
Right. So they're going to keep fighting over this forever. But for now, it's swung back the NFL's way. And temporarily now, it has been thrown out.
Finally, something went right for the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed
bastards.
a break.
Yeah, it needed help.
21-17 last night. Hall of Fame game, the Bears and Texans. What did you win the bet or lose the bet?
It was a push.
There's a push because they canceled the damn game. You know what? Wait out the rain. There's too much good football to play.
That's what happened? I didn't see the end of the game.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I had to talk him off the ledge.
I was so pissed off.
Because he had his gig last night. And he was catching up on it when he got home, and he was mad that they called.
When did they call it?
Third quarter.
I didn't go online.
Yeah,
because of rain or what?
Lightning.
Lightning. Yeah, I didn't go online at all until I got home because I didn't want to know what the end of the score was because I was super pumped to watch the whole game. And then there's only 3 quarters, man.
Yeah, they called it.
I threw something through my television.
Man,
think about this for a second. Can you imagine? This sounds like it's preposterous, but stay with me.
All right.
Let's just say you're a couple of fellas that are like, God, I like football a lot.
What?
And I'm going to drive, I don't know, 12 to 14 hours to watch the Bears and Texans play.
Yeah, right.
And then you get there, you spent hundreds of dollars on gas.
Well, one of you does.
And miles on your vehicle, stopping at every holiday from, I don't know, let's just say Minneapolis to Canton, Ohio.
Kissing.
And then you get there and you're like, hey, we're actually at the Hall of Fame game. And you're one of, 3,000 people that show up.
Hey.
And then in the third quarter, the NFL realizes, well, this is worthless. Nobody that's on the field plays professionally anyway.
I don't think that's what happened.
And then they call it off.
I mean,
I know that's a scenario that seems unbelievable because why would 2 adult men do that? But let's just say in a weird alternate universe that happened.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how mad you would be if you're like, I just wanted to watch football and they called it early in the second half because they realized nobody cares.
Can I speak for these 2
hypothetical
fictitious
people?
Men?
Yes, fictitious men.
That's what we are.
I think they would just be honored to see at least 2 quarters of live football in August.
Who do they get to see in those first 2+ quarters?
Well, Cam Akers. Hawk was raving about how good he looked.
I was so glad to see it for him. I wished it for us, though,
And then we got to see Billy Ripken's kid.
Yeah.
No, Ripon, the old quarterback for Washington.
Ripon.
Okay, just Ripon, yep.
Yeah, Hawk was pumped about that.
He was ripping ass.
Yeah, he threw 3 touchdowns. Hawk thought he was going to be an MVP candidate.
He is already.
Yeah.
For me, I already got him written down.
But I think next year we have to go now. We have to go and run the same bit back, but then actually be there.
So wait a minute. So you and Bonus wiped the bet away because the game didn't finish?
Bets did.
Well, Bets isn't God. It's up to you guys.
He is to me.
An event has to finish in order to be official.
Okay, that was my question. What about the over-under, though? Because the over hits.
The over, yeah.
So if the over hits but the game doesn't finish?
I think it still
gets wiped away?
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Because it's not official until the game's over. Just like you can't get your money. Like if the game's going on and the over hits, you can't go to the counter and get paid. You have to wait till the game's over. So I would guess. I've never bet on a game that was canceled in the middle of it.
How about that then? Think if you bet a significant amount of money on the over,
which the Sharps
NFL just calls it off.
Correct.
You want to burn somebody? You burn a casino to the ground.
That's an overreaction.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's just my interest in arson.
We know a few people that bet on preseason football.
Yeah,
you can make some cash.
He bets on preseason.
By the way, back to my I don't know.
Because it Wales, right, Hogs?
Growing interest in dabbling in arson. I've had so many people in the last handful of months go, I know so-and-so or I know so-and-so, and they can hook you up with a controlled burn. I'm not interested in a controlled burn.
You're doing this.
You need help.
You really do.
Where were you at like 4:30 in the morning last Thursday?
Yeah.
You mean when Bernie's house burned down?
Was that all part of this plot?
Yeah.
That would be a pretty good alibi to say that I was excited to have him here while I was burning his house down in Colorado.
Jeez.
Do you have to be the one to burn it, or can you order the burn? And
No. I'm not interested in ordering the burn. I want to watch it go ablaze.
Yeah, you're like Donald Sutherland in Backdraft.
Are you cool with
Zach
like?
thought that was a different film.
Can you get like a drone feed, or do you have to smell the
No, I want to look like the Joker when the pile of money goes up in the Dark Knight. I want to be standing right there watching it just go up in flames.
You need help.
You don't think that'd be cool once to start a fire?
No.
I'm not talking about anybody getting hurt. No pets, no humans. Just burn a house to the ground.
I mean, yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
I know you just said you don't want to be part of a controlled burn, But the real Smitty is a firefighter for Watertown mayor. I bet they'd let you light a controlled burn.
Not interested in
The
that.
mayor of Watertown has his own firefighter?
I don't know. I wasn't half listening to my own. What?
Do you want dreams to go up in flames too, or is that part of it?
Why? Whose dreams can I destroy? That'd be great.
I mean,
would that, you mean be as a part of the house or just metaphorically in general? Because I can walk around here and ruin some dreams today if I want to.
Amen, brother.
I started a big fire when I was a kid. There was this
Go
dude,
on.
There was this
Thanks,
dude
Billy
that
Joel.
we had this property up north with this trailer, and my dad let this greasy bastard stay there just to take care of the land, and the dude sucked. Anytime my dad wasn't near me, he would say the meanest
bastard.
He would say the meanest. There was no running water there. He was greasy.
Got it.
This dude, when my dad wasn't near me, he would just be like, "You little son of a bitch, you suck this," and because he was like,
really?
Yeah, he's like, "You're spoiled." This, no, what? Because we have electricity and water at my house. I'm sorry. So then he told me at one point,
he sounds fun.
They were. He had a fire going, and he was getting all of the hay ready to put around the bottom of the trailer for insulation in the winter. And he's like, "You watch this. You don't let that fire spread. Whatever." So then he was off.
How old are you? Did you say?
I was probably 5th grade.
Okay.
5th grade, 4th grade.
So 9, 10, 11 range.
Yeah. So then I was watching the fire, and he was off doing stuff. My dad was off doing stuff on the other part of the land. I led that fire over to his hay.
Did you?
I did. I did.
God, you're proud.
And that thing was raging. He comes over. He's like, "You idiot!" And my dad's like, "I will put lumps on your head." He's like, "Do not talk to my son that way." Da 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 da. And then, yeah.
Not that I'm taking notes, but want to tell me how you led the fire to the hay?
Yeah, I got some hay and just kind of let it over. And
Hansel and Gretel it all the way over there?
I'm guessing it wasn't legal to have a fire at that point either because it was quite dry. It was very easy. And it wasn't very far from it, but I let it over there. No, it was very clear that it had been led over there, but... Yeah, and then to get even, my dad threw the boots to his gal.
Your dad was a modern-day hero.
Yeah, your dad and Hogstad are the same person.
Fighting and then banging.
He didn't actually hit him, but he threatened to. And the guy knew because my dad could throw down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I started a fight. Haven't done it since. And my dad afterwards, he's like, "You did that on purpose." And I said, "I will never say." And he said, "So good kid."
Okay, so if you can go back to that time in your life, was it a rush?
What a rush.
Did you feel an adrenaline rush?
I didn't really. I just hated that guy's guts. And so I was like, all right, you're being terribly mean all the time to me, and you left me with this responsibility. I'll show you. That's what he gets. What a moron.
That's what he gets, man.
Okay.
Are you looking for arson kinship here right now?
Right.
I mean, I'm sure there's a Reddit subreddit for you that you can find other people who like to burn things down.
Why, is that one of your dreams? Because I'll dash that right now. No Mr. Z when we come back, so we can start What Really Matters and go around the world of sports. We'll learn something. 2 hours from now, initials, quarterfinal number 4. Johnny K takes on Carly, Oak, Audra Martin, and Matt Minster. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Punk rock superstars Green Day are headed to Target Field on Saturday, August 17th. Don't miss out as they celebrate 20 years of their American Idiot album and 30 years of their Dookie album, and playing both in their entirety when they take the stage. Tickets are still available. For full details and get your tickets, head over to KFAN.com and make the keyword calendar.
It'll be a good show, man. That'll be fun. Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Johnny Creasel's in there. Cast of Thousands on their way in for the big day today. For those of you looking to go out and see a show tonight, Le Sueur, Fabulous Armadillos tonight, Green Giant Days. And then tomorrow, the Brews Eats and Beats fundraiser in Plymouth, Minnesota.
What time will that be?
I think we played like, I don't know, probably 7, something like that. Maybe 6, 7 o'clock probably. I don't know, something like that.
Plymouth,
Over
you say?
at Mount
Beautiful
Olivet.
weekend, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. And then the 70s next week there, Saucy Sausage.
Hell yeah, dude. That's perfect.
Too chilly.
No, the best.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Better than January.
Well, yeah, January's hideous.
Disagree. That's fine. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, you guys are friends. It's
Agree
fine.
to disagree.
We don't get to watch the Vikings in January usually.
No, so we're coming up on the best months of the year. The Burrs, the
That's what really
Octobers,
matters,
the
right?
Septembers, the Novembers, and the Decembers.
You can't spell January without J.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
January McCarthy. That's what they're going to call him.
We'll see.
Okay.
Well, I didn't.
I hope you're right. It was a stretch, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
He's and nobody can stretch better than JJ McCarthy.
Easy.
He's very much into yoga.
You don't know that yet.
I've watched the videos.
Everybody.
No, he does
Not
know
firsthand.
Yes, 1,000% I know that.
I bet
Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com bring you What Really Matters. Thanks, Catalyst.
you got that right. Thank you, Catalyst.
The U.S. women's basketball team won 87-74 over Belgium. That is their 57th consecutive Olympic win.
Did they cover?
Good question. Don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is it was their 57th consecutive win. And Belgium did get within 4 in the second half. So they did shake them down a little bit. Pulled away late, obviously. But
Shake them down.
87-74. So the U.S. women advanced to the quarterfinals. I think I heard this morning that the last time they lost was 1992. Is that accurate? I mean, if you won 57 straight, that sounds about right.
I think it was 92, yeah.
Huh.
And they might have even won the gold that year, but they just lost a game. Maybe I don't know if they lost when they lost in whether it was the round robin or the actual. Who knows? 57 straight wins, though. Congrats to the U.S. women. What really matters is this:
The world's oldest wooden wheel is more than 5,000 years old. It was found just outside the capital of Slovenia.
Crazy.
Wow. Wooden wheel. 5,000 years old. That sumbitch was good at what he did.
How do they do that?
They just get wood, you bend it. And
How do they do what?
Making I wouldn't be able to make a wooden wheel because it's wood, so it doesn't.
yeah, you got
Fire? Isn't fire what helps bend it?
No, I think it's water.
I think it's water and maybe a little fire because you got to dry it out. But I'm not sure. Not sure.
Some guy 5,000 or some gal 5,000 years ago.
Okay,
Put a wheel together.
You don't have to say that.
It was a dude.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Don't make Rosie mad.
Yeah,
It bugs me.
Well, I think you're also imagining a Goodyear tire. This was probably a pretty crappy wheel.
It's probably the best one they had, though.
I bet it's a smooth ride.
Sons of
Yeah.
Game
bitches, they're
changer.
Like, look at this guy.
Right. Katie Ledecky won silver
What was that sound
in
effect?
the.
I'm sorry.
I think that was the clunking of the squarish wheel.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what that was.
Katie Ledecky won silver in the 4x200 meter relay. That is her 13th medal. So that is the most by a female U.S. swimmer ever and most by any U.S. female athlete. So she's the most decorated female Olympian now of all time.
So good.
Katie Ledecky. So 13th medal. For comparison, Michael Phelps has 28. That's insane.
That's that's definitely a top 3 or 4 sport to watch for the Olympics for me. Everything has to go so perfect. How they do the flip, spin, kick off the other wall. Just freaking nuts.
Well, even the immediate jump time, right? When they show you the how quickly the reaction time to get off the blocks.
Yeah.
If you're a 5/100ths of a second late,
correct.
That's a deficit that you got to quickly make up. It's like, really? That small, but it is that small of a fraction matters. How long you're underwater matters. It's the cameras underwater and the ones that track them and follow them. It's crazy.
It's sweet.
The technology they have to follow swimmers.
Yeah,
it's sweet.
Pretty awesome. What really matters though is this.
The Philippines consists of 7,641 different islands.
Jeez.
Yeah. 7,641 different islands. The Philippines.
That's a lot.
It was.
Wonder if people live on each of them.
Oh.
Some of them are probably the size of that ancient wooden wheel.
Probably.
And it's like the 10,000 lakes in Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, that's an island. It's like, that's a rock off of the shore of this island.
Yeah,
that doesn't count. Yeah, it does. Then they count it.
Right, yeah. I think you're right, Corliss.
It's a pretty good reenactment I just did there.
Yeah,
It was two guys arguing about the number of islands in the
I
Philippines.
felt like I was in the Philippines.
Could you tell which one was adamant about the number count?
Yeah.
I don't know. Adam?
That was probably his name.
That's what Adam meant.
Simone Biles won gold in the gymnastics all-around competition. Suni Lee of St. Paul took the bronze. She seemed pretty pumped about that. Simone Biles is 27 years old. This is her 6th Olympic gold and 9th medal overall. So shout out to Suni Lee.
Yeah. Good for all of
St.
them.
Paul,
One of
Minnesota.
us.
One of us. What really matters, though, is this.
Wally Amos is famous because of his cookies. But before he made cookies, he made other people famous. He signed and discovered Simon Garfunkel. and was a talent rep for acts like Diana Ross, Sam Cooke, and Marvin Gaye.
Jeez.
Did not know that.
Wow.
Learning a lot this morning.
So that's what I do here, brother.
Yeah. Thanks, Hulkster.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. I didn't know that either. And I love Simon and Garfunkel.
Thank you.
Twins are hosting the White Sox tonight at 7:10. Joe Ryan for the Minnesota Twins versus something called Davis Martin. The White Sox have lost a franchise record 17 straight baseball games.
Yikes.
Target Field tonight at 7:10. The Guardians have the Orioles this weekend. This is a chance. Let's go. Let's close the gap.
This is the big one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know Sauce wants to boycott the team.
So my wife's birthday's coming up, so we have tickets. Kayla, Chloe, and I are going on Sunday. That is the last time I'm going this year. I sold all my other tickets, and I'm done getting my little package. That sounded sexual. Getting my ticket package for next year.
Done with it.
Done with not with the team. I want them to do well, but I'm done with the ownership. Tired of being lied to, all that stuff. Ridiculous.
The Guardians did beat the Orioles in Game 1 yesterday, 10-3. So the gap between the Twins and Guardians is 6.5. And actually, that little half game now puts us, 6.5. That little half, though, puts us behind the Royals, who are only 6 games behind Cleveland. The Royals are red hot. They've won 4 straight.
It's a tough division this year, which is wild because for years it's been the laughingstock of MLB.
Right.
Yeah. Would have been nice to get an actual pitcher.
Yeah, I think if it ended right now, the wild cards would be the Yankees, Royals, and us.
Yeah.
We have a 2-game lead over Boston.
Yeah.
So it's getting dicey there. What really matters, though, is this.
It takes a drop of water 90 days to travel the entire Mississippi River.
Wow.
It's 2,340 miles long.
Wow.
Yeah, 90 days. And it starts all over again.
I didn't know that.
See? Yeah, that's kind of the point.
So if we put Sauce in an inner tube, how long would it
tractor
take?
Tire.
Tried having him swim once. That didn't go well.
Well, we'll let the tube do most of the work.
No, the tube will sink.
Sounds like a church challenge punishment to me. Just
90 days on a tube going down the Mississippi.
We got to come up with that.
Oh, yeah, we do, don't we? It's time.
You don't, because you won.
No, I want to help.
No, you can't help.
I want to help come up with a punishment.
It'll be the losers kiss hockey. Okay. It was not a good idea.
Yeah, you know what? It's spitballing.
Thanks.
I'll do that for free.
Tommy would like to join the church challenge.
Mike Trout out for the rest of the season, but what else is new? With another torn meniscus. When this season is over, from 2021 through 2024, he will have played in just 41% of the Angels games.
Wow.
Those seasons. He's just...
How old is he now?
He's got to be in his early 30s, maybe?
Yeah, how about... And Corey, you may have said this, but I was looking for my notes. He's played
32.
A total of 1 game after the All-Star break in 3 of the last 4 seasons. 1. Incredible. If he never got hurt, he'd be the greatest baseball player of all time. If injuries weren't a factor in his career, he would be one of the best ever.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How long was his contract, too?
Isn't it 10 years?
So that's the issue with these.
He's
you have
always
to do that.
hurt.
You have to do that, but towards the end of the contract, this is what happens. I don't know when you signed it either, but these long-term deals. But if you don't re-sign him, someone else will.
Yeah.
For the same deal. That's getting old is a bitch.
Yeah.
Better than the alternative.
That is true, Chris. That is true.
So how about this, too? Obviously, the Angels have mostly sucked since he's been there as well. They're saucy.
Yeah.
According to this website, he's only played in 1 postseason series. Is that accurate?
Yes.
So 3 career postseason games, 1 for 12 with 1 home run.
Yeah.
So his career batting average in the playoffs is .083 with a home run.
Yeah, and Bonus has brought it up a couple of times, I think, on Saturdays with Sauce, that that Philly fans, because that's where he's from, were convinced last season that the Phillies were going to trade for him because they were just going to move on and get a huge amount of prospects for him, but that never happened. He's the biggest superstar that nobody knows about. Well, he's hurt all the time, but nobody watches Angels baseball. It's a weird bit.
He's incredible when he plays.
What's his annual
except for the playoffs
average? Oh, it was a 12-year, $426 million contract that runs through 2030.
He'll get paid for all of it, too.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's insane. Holy hell.
Well, maybe Shohei was smart getting the hell out of
yeah,
it. Then.
Yeah, for sure.
What really matters, though, is this.
There is actually truly cow bison hybrid called a beefalo. And you can buy its meat in 21 different states in the United States. But there is a beefalo. It's a real thing.
Sauce, would you eat a beefalo?
Sure.
Would you eat beefalo of the Minnesota Vikings?
No, we need him.
What if it was in like a plane crash situation, like that movie Alive?
Yeah.
And the only two people that were alive are you and Brian Flores. Everybody else is dead, and you guys have already eaten them all.
Yeah.
But then Brian dies.
Yeah.
He's the only remaining meat there. Would you eat Brian Flores then?
I mean, if that were the situation.
You've already eaten your other fellow plane crashees.
But as you know
so
this.
you've tasted man. Calm down, Zach.
But as you know this, Corey, I know it's hypothetical, but you know if that were the situation, there are a bunch of us stranded, they would kill me immediately because of my bitching and complaining.
That's true, and your head would be delicious.
In the plane crash, I swear to God.
Yeah. Well, my body's a lot of fat. You can't eat that. That's a lot of gristle.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
And if you had survived the plane crash, forget about wanting to kill you because you're complaining about how you got, inconvenienced in your plane crash.
There's no Wi-Fi.
Right. You would be the first to perish anyway.
Of course, yeah.
So they wouldn't have to kill you. They would just wait it out and then feast.
Yeah.
Zach,
correct.
your hands up.
Can you roller skate in a beefalo herd?
Brilliant.
Okay. He had his hand up for 40 seconds.
He was excited about it.
That's such a good song.
That's a great song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. And he's
But
right.
can you?
No, you
God,
can't.
I wish.
In
Who's
a
the guy
beefalo?
that sings that, Hawk? What is his name?
Waylon Jennings.
Roger Miller.
So good. He has like 4 or 5 slammers.
So good.
Sauce, every single person on the fan air staff is in a plane crash, and we all technically survive it. Some of us more battered than others. But then one by one, we start dropping. Who do you eat first?
Go ahead.
You can eat anybody you want on air staff,
Great
KFAN.
question. Great question.
Oh.
And
Be
why?
honest, for once in your damn life,
Hawk's
be
the
honest.
skinniest.
Who's got the best marbling would be the...
Yeah, tell us about your marbling.
How does marbling work?
I mean,
You want fat mixed throughout so then it can
I don't
add
know.
flavor
That's
and
a really
tenderness
good
to the
question.
meat.
Thanks.
not you.
What's
Why?
good he didn't answer it immediately because then that'd be weird.
Well, you need
Why
nutrients.
wouldn't I taste good?
You need vitamin
You don't
D.
have any vitamins.
You're sour.
Yeah, you're sour.
I don't have a lot of vitamin D in me.
Let's
You want
change
some?
Not really.
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a good?
Would you be more likely to eat the flesh of a man or a woman? Like, do you think Marnie or Carly would taste better than, Barrero or Lieber?
100%.
I mean, it's Lieber, right?
Why?
Well, because he's in the best shape.
That means it tastes better?
It's lean meat.
How would you cook him?
I don't know. I'd have John do it.
Would you just eat him raw?
No.
Would you raw dog it with Lieber?
No comment.
I was asking Paul.
Well, he was looking at me. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to say.
So you don't have a definitive answer?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Get back to me. Think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question.
Boy.
Hawk, who would your answer be?
Who would I eat?
Yeah.
He's picking one of the girls. There's no doubt.
Good point.
You're damn right.
He doesn't care if they taste way worse.
They're going to be like, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, correct. Well played.
I know about that. I get started.
I thought one of you was going to say all of the sales department and you wouldn't notice the difference afterwards, right?
We wouldn't
You
say
guys
that.
missed an opportunity.
We wouldn't say that.
Us?
No way.
More of what really matters after this. John Kriesel is here. He is squaring off today. This is his day. Quarterfinal number 4 at 8:15. And don't forget, one of you, lovely listeners to the Power Trip, gets a shot at $70,500 if you can simply guess the initials that I'm using today at 8:15 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. That's coming up at 8:15 with Kriesel, Carly, Oak, Audra Martin, and Matt Minster. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Punk rock stars. Green Day. They're set to take the stage at Target Field on August 17th. You'll be there to celebrate 30 years of their album Dookie and 20 years of American Idiot when they play both albums in full, as well as other hits from their long history. Tickets Tickets are still available. You can get yours at KFAN.com keyword calendar. But caller 11 to 1-800-320-5326 will win your way in with a pair of tickets. Hey, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Hey, Corey.
Yes, sir.
On this day. Sorry, dude. I know you were right behind me. This day in 2021, Carl arrives in Vegas. The day after he won.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Saw him last night.
August?
Yeah, remember, we bumped it back a year and a half because of COVID, so it wasn't until 2021. But
keep forgetting about
COVID. Yeah, I saw him last night. We were talking about that $31,500.
So cool.
Used it to get a down payment on a house. Dude hit the first ever initials jackpot. So breaking news to some people around here that it has gone off twice.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
This is the all-time record, though, now, 70,500. But in the, 23-year almost history of the Power Trip Morning Show, Carl winning the jackpot is a top 3 moment, maybe?
Yeah.
Very close. And
so awesome.
And even his arrival the next day. And the fact that he lived a rock star's life for 24 hours because Power Trip Nation basically was like, dude, you're the GOAT. And everybody wanted pictures with him. And he's signing autographs and stuff. And he told me last night even, he still once in a while will have a Power Tripper that has seen him on social media. They go, hey, aren't you Carl?
That's
And it trips him out that he's just walking around town and somebody recognizes him. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
That was a good moment.
And like I told him to his face last night, I will always say, you're a freaking egomaniac. You picked your own initials and won 31.5.
And then hopped on a flight to Vegas.
Well, but he's a man of his word.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Remember before I told him he was the winner, I said, if you win this, what are you going to do? And he said, fly out to Vegas and party with you guys. Well, caught a flight that night and he was out to Vegas and showed up the next morning and walked in and it was super cool.
Yeah, it was sweet.
And, we haven't gotten to know Mike as well, the guy that won 13.5, but when he came in after he won, was very nice as well. I just like that we've had 2 dudes that are nice, down-to-earth guys that seem like they, are worthy winners.
Yeah. What if the next winner walks in, he's like, what's up, bitches?
Right, and just an a-hole. It's like, well, then why did you get $70,500? Right. So, I'm not cheering against somebody winning it today, but when we're this close, I really wanted to get to 100,000 plus. And that's not super close. We're still $30,000 away, but yeah.
I hope it's a lady.
Same. Why not?
Why not? I like the ladies.
Yeah.
And maybe today's the day. You never know.
You just never know.
Had a couple close calls in the last year or so, right? The guy at Black Friday where I had to make him say it 6 times because I couldn't quite hear if he had it right or not because it was CP and I guess didn't he guess CD or CT? One of the two. But the answer was CP. I'm like, I gotta have you say it again, man. It's what's the second letter? I thought he had it.
You say that enough too that's not a giveaway.
Well,
where
also,
you say, hey,
the main reason
Charlie,
I do that,
Tango.
The main reason I do that is for Barb.
Yeah, correct.
Because let's go back to the Black Friday one. If he had said CP let's say he had said CT. But it's CP, and I give him $70,000. That's a massive mistake. Mm-hmm. And then the opposite is true. Let's say he says CP, but I don't get him to clarify it. Or even if he didn't, if he said CP or CT, but then he goes, no, I said CP, but I didn't get him to clarify it. Then he sues iHeart and he's asking for 70. Like we have to have him say, so C as in Charlie, P as in Paul, right? Aye. So the tell is just to make sure we don't get screwed over by having them say that they said something that they didn't say.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just to cover our own asses.
It's so long overdue.
Yeah, the other close one, I think really close, if you think about it, was the Detroit Lakes one from a year ago when the guy's like, I'm feeling like it's double letters and I'm feeling like it's a vowel.
And then you immediately, I'm sure,
and he guessed double E and it was double A.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus, the guy had the right thought process. Yeah. He went double letters, he went vowel, and he just picked the wrong vowel. Yikes. Maybe today's the day. You never know. $70,500. All right. More of what really matters. I'll do scores and stats. Chris changes your life with something else. Lakeville's very own Reagan Smith won silver in the 200-meter butterfly, her 5th Olympic.
Butterfly, man.
That is.
Her 5th Olympic medal for Reagan Smith and her 3rd individual silver. How cool is that, man?
Good for her, man.
Minnesota is showing up. Suni Lee, Reagan Smith. Elise Willoughby. We got that Peyton Otterdahl, a guy I think today is doing the shot put.
Yeah, Steve Lombard. Oh, yeah, you forgot
I think
about
that's
him.
Today.
Steve Lombardozzi.
Is the shot put today? Somebody look that up. Peyton Otterdahl of, what is it, Rosemount? Now I'm forgetting where he's from. Why do I think it's Rosemount?
No.
God, the Olympic app sucks.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Peyton Otterdahl is from Rosemount High School.
Okay. When is his event?
Hawk?
He will play at the shot put today. Group B at 1:10 p.m.
So there we go. All right. So Rosemount's Peyton Otterdahl. Good luck to him as well. So we have Elise Willoughby today in the BMX semis, hopefully the finals.
Let's go.
And then Peyton Otterdahl in the shot put.
He's going up against a toter from Romania.
Whoa.
I'm sorry now?
A toter?
Yeah.
Is that a slur in Romania?
No, it's A.Toter. That's his name.
Yeah, that is.
What really matters, though, is this.
Johnny Appleseed's fruits weren't for eating. Actually, he expected his sour apples would be made into hard apple cider. So he's just walking around
Trying to get hammered.
trying to get people hammered, man.
Hard
Wake
apple
up.
cider is awesome.
Can be.
Apples are badass, man.
Yeah. Yeah, a crisp,
They're
cold
so
apple.
versatile.
Oh, so good.
Are you a green apple or a red apple?
Green.
Whatever.
I love them
Red.
both, but green's
Yeah,
the way to
green
go.
all day.
Honey
Green.
crisp.
Yes,
all day.
correct. They have to be.
Granny Smith.
way.
It's got to have
One of
a
us.
snap to it, right?
No
When you
way.
chew
Yeah,
into it, it can't be soft.
100%. That's why you got to have them cold.
Yeah,
And it's
Whether
so much
it's red or green, you got to have them cold.
I don't know what about like when you cut them and you slice them, how it just makes them so much better. Just
So, Zachary,
slice it for me.
Give me your quick monologue on the versatility of the apple.
Well, I mean, we talk about just the various things, apple cider, apple pies, but then there's just nothing better than cracking open the fridge, grabbing an apple, throwing it on a paper towel, grabbing that special apple slicer thing, just going right down on it, and then
Wow.
Careful.
Okay.
and then enjoying some apple slices.
Caramel
What do you-
apples.
What do you do with the apple slices? Do you do caramel? Do you do peanut butter?
You don't need to do any of that, man. It's good. Just
Yeah, don't do that, man.
But you can because the apple
yes,
is
it's very versatile.
versatile.
It's you could dip it, you can
Flip it, bop
Flip
it,
it.
twist it, jerk it.
Whoa.
Go down on it.
And then, like, in the fall, like, I don't know if you've heard of these things. They got these apple orchards.
The best.
So you go out, like, there's one at White Bear called Pine Tree, and you just...
Great spot.
You go around, you can pick the apples. They make them into donuts. Donuts!
Oh, yeah.
Apple might be the best fruit of all time.
Apple cider donuts are
Name
the
a-
best donuts on the planet.
Name a more versatile fruit.
Well,
Okay, but I mean, you can't set us up like that, buddy.
I almost got fired.
The cameras weren't on.
No, I was going to say something.
And caramel apples are better cut up and then dipping it in the caramel.
Yeah,
Agreed. Then
agreed.
just letting
Yeah.
them. Like,
Can't eat it off
that's
the
the
stick.
flaw of the Dells. Eric Stolhansky the other day was saying he was taking his kids to the Dells for the first time, and we were mentioning caramel apples. They're good if you let them. You go to one of those Dells shops and they dip them in and then they sit there for 8 hours and the caramel hardens or whatever. That's fine-ish. 1.7 billion times better if you do exactly what the two of you just said. Go to the fridge, ice cold apple, use that little
right, everybody
apple
cool.
slicer
That
thing
sounds
that
so
Zach
good.
wanted to hammer down hard.
Oh, yeah.
And then dip them in. Do you go cold caramel or hot caramel?
Hot.
Yeah, that's a good call, too.
Yeah, man. But the apple cider donuts are not something that we need to look over.
No.
There's some
People
spot-
forget about the
they're
apple
So
do-
good.
oh.
The
I
and I think
completely
it might
forgot
be
about it. I
that
apologize.
The best.
that spot that you were
Yeah.
talking about. They're so good.
It's so good.
When I go to Orchards, I'm not even there for the apples. I'm there for the donuts.
You just skip right to the shop.
Oh, yeah, straight to the
correct,
shop. I'm not
yes.
going to go pick apples.
Yeah, there's
Make
one,
me the donuts.
There's one off Highway 5 that I think is run by the University of Minnesota, and its orchard part is private because they like.
Is that where they
test it.
made the Honey
Yeah,
Crisp?
yeah, I think so. But like the other part is like you just take like a quick lap. We go there because you just go into the gift shop and buy all of it.
Yeah. Those donuts make me go
Oh.
legally insane.
The pies they have
that's
there.
you need to get that checked out.
Zacho, what's the one in Delwood or whatever? What's that one called?
Pine Tree
Yeah,
apple.
Pine
That one's
Tree.
A+.
The donuts,
Afton.
the donuts
A+.
at Pine Tree are in
Yes.
10 out of 10.
By the
Would
way,
try.
Don't
Chef
overlook
reaction.
Afton. Afton.
Is that right?
Sons of bitches
And
over
good
in
luck.
Afton.
Speaking of Pine Tree, good luck to Guardsy getting back out there on the tennis court this weekend in the Pine Tree Apple Tennis Classic.
Is that right?
Raising a
God,
lot
he's
of
gonna be
money.
sore.
Yeah.
Is he
Him
going
and
to
Lindsay
eat
Whalen.
apple cider donuts when he does it?
I wouldn't recommend it,
He's
but
gonna
he
whip some
might.
Essies in the parking lot.
Yeah, right. That's what Hawk does.
Damn right.
We are your apple orchard leaders.
Yes.
They're the best. I love apple.
We should
Okay,
do a
so-
show out there.
Chris mentioned earlier it's National Ice Cream Sandwich Day, and we were begging
stop
for
it.
free ice cream sandwiches. If we only could have one of those dropped off with just a cargo net, just Operation Dumbo Drop right now into the studio.
Give me the donuts, baby.
Same.
Donuts. All day
And
long.
I love them both, but I
Same.
go donuts too.
Donuts. Because you can't get those all year round.
No, they're seasonal.
They're so good. Oh, God.
Relax, brother.
Thanks, Hulkster.
Is it my turn or your
I'm trying to
turn?
watch replays of the BMX races, and I can't find them anywhere.
Peacock.
Are you saving your
Peacock's the place.
second watch of the Hall of Fame game for later today?
Yeah, I gotta let it sink in.
Yeah.
Do you have the all 22 ready
He's
to go?
still mad that it was canceled.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, Trish, because I read that she won all three of her heats.
Yeah, right.
Shouldn't you just have to win one heat to advance?
Right.
No,
Man,
that's not how it works.
Man.
So you get like there's 8 in your heat, 8 on the gate, and you take all 3 of those races, and whoever has the lowest score is the number 1 seed. Like maybe 4 transfer to the next round.
Okay.
And so they add up all the 3 races because the races themselves take about 10 seconds.
Right. Okay. So I think what I read, and again, you can correct me if I'm wrong because I don't know how this works. I think 16 made the semis.
Yeah, that's
so I
right.
think there's
So-
16 remaining today, and then are the finals then 8 as well?
Yep. So there'll be 2 heats of 8 today for the semis.
They cut it to 8,
cut
and
it
then
down
it's
to
the
the last
finals.
8. Yeah, that's right.
And then are the finals a series of heats or just one race?
That'd be a series of heats as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless they change that for the Olympics, they may do a straight up heads up
One off at the end?
off. Yeah, I'm not sure how the Olympics do it. I don't know.
And do they do a random draw for the position in the gate?
They sure do. Yep. It's random draw. At least it was when I was a kid. They may also do a thing where if you're the top qualifier, like if you got 1-1-1 like she did in your heats, you might get a chance to pick your gate. And there is strategy to it as well, man. If that first turn's a left-hand turn, you want to have gate 1, but you
Right.
got to get the whole shot. If you don't get the whole shot, you're stuck.
Every year with the Triple Crown, we talk about that if the favorite in the race draws the wrong gate, that could be a terrible draw, and you're like, well, I was going to bet the house on that horse, but not in that position.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw before the race even starts.
That's right. Military position.
Yeah, that's the one that you like the most.
I like
He
it.
loves military
It's
positions.
my favorite. I like what I like.
Yeah, that's all right.
Thanks, buddy.
Be you, man.
What really matters, though, is this.
I thought that did, but
Yeah, that
That was sports.
that was cool. It's cool. I'll tell you this one then. How about this? Peanuts aren't technically nuts. They're legumes.
Yeah, I think I've heard that before.
A legume.
Which is a bean, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, flick that bean.
Legume.
Yeah, that's right.
Weird word.
Walnuts, almonds, cashews, and pistachios aren't nuts either. Those are seeds. Walnuts, almonds, cashews, and pistachios are seeds.
Well, then hang on a second. Then some of you cashed your tickets too early then, because I technically don't like nuts.
That's true. You do like seeds.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, you do.
I'll put a bunch of seeds in my mouth.
Yeah, that's
whole
what I
town
heard.
knows.
That's what I heard, yeah. Yep. Well, you're not a quitter.
Sauce, what's your favorite
Oh,
nut?
okay. Early morning.
Again, I know this sounds like I'm just sucking up to you, but that's a good question.
How is that a good question? It's just asking you for your opinion on nuts.
But not everybody asks that. You know what I mean?
I like to
that's-
ask questions to see if you say something
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here.
That's why I ask you about 15 questions a day, just in case you say something dumb.
Man, probably. Well, I don't know. Cashews are excellent.
Oh, man, that would be way down my list.
Oh,
They're fine.
almonds.
Yeah, they're fine.
Those smokehouse almonds.
Smokehouse almonds are towards the top of the list.
A+, yeah. Almonds or cashews. Why? What's yours?
Maybe a solid hazelnut or a smoked almond.
Hazelnuts.
Smoked almonds, then smoked pistachio.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
pistachios.
I can't do pistachios.
Why?
Hi.
Because he's American.
Do you eat them, Hawk?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I probably can if I want to.
Zacho?
I don't know if, the difference between nuts. I wouldn't even know which ones I like.
Yeah.
Because I've had
All of them.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Just try them.
Well, I had the mixed nuts on a plane one time, and they were warm.
Don't be
And I like those, but I don't know what is a
And
part of
Selmos?
mix.
You like body temperature.
Brilliant,
That's what you're
Hawk.
saying.
Brilliant.
I like I'm not going to say that sentence.
So you like some hot nuts?
I like some warm nuts.
You like your nuts to be warm.
I like.
Yeah, you like them warm.
Do you
The
prefer
warm
them
ones at
salted or
holiday.
unsalted?
You got to have salt, right? I mean,
So salted
what's the
nuts.
point of a nut without salt?
Warm salted nuts.
Oh,
Jeez.
Around the state fair time or year round?
Well, I don't know. There's a bad.
So they're not seasonal.
The great thing
Hot
about nuts is you can
salted
have them at any point of the year, and they're great.
Hot salted nuts year round.
Yes.
You got that right.
On demand would be great.
You're saying there's not a bad time for hot nuts.
Well said. Can you name one? Is there a bad time for?
No, this is kind of a. This
during
is
a hurricane.
Post-COVID, this really isn't a thing. But remember back in the day, Texas Roadhouse had those giant barrels of peanuts.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
Yeah,
in
Tommy
the,
works there.
in the
Dahmer
lobby,
had
the
one of
waiting
those.
area.
Yes.
And you were just supposed to kind of throw them on the floor, right? But then there's peanut allergies, and people are like, maybe this is not the greatest idea anyway. Did you like the era when there was just nuts all over the floor?
I mean, that's one of the big reasons to go to the Texas Roadhouse. Is even they kind of brought it back at the table now. They have you bags or something. And, but that was one of the bigger victims of COVID was
the nuts.
Was the free just because they would just have nuts everywhere.
Right. Plethora of nuts. Now it's like nuts by request.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't want to ask for a nut. I want it, available to me.
Right. You're not
when
a beggar.
I want.
You're not going to beg.
Right.
I mean, you might.
Right. Passive aggressive Minnesotan, right? You just want the nuts to be handed to you.
Yes.
On a silver platter.
Give me all the nuts, man.
Okay. We got there. The news is next. I think Parrish should be here in a minute or two, even though he's not playing today. He's here to support Audra Martin. I think he's just admitting that he wants Audra to win. I believe he's here specifically to cheer her on. His Bally Sports North Wild Live co-host. So, Chris, no offense. I think Parrish is against you today.
That's fine.
I think. You got sauce in your corner.
Always.
Oh, yeah, of course. John's my guy.
But Hawk will walk us through the news after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Van.